Hey, 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 beautiful heart. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. For whatever reason, you're here. So let's get into this. I was meditating as I was shuffling. The energy is really interesting. I don't think this is going to be a long reading. The message is really clear. So energy is heightening. We are a few days away from the height of the 8-8 portal. So we are already in the Lionsgate energy. So guys, I can feel the mixed energy. I can feel the resistance. I can feel the, you start to go all in and then maybe wobble a little. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Honor yourself wherever you're at, because each step, each wobble has a complete purpose to it. It is building consistency and momentum. So today, be very aware of what your routine is. If you have been feeling like the itch to change up your routine or create a new routine, whatever, do that. Follow that. That will also help you be aware of where this mixed bag of energy is coming from. Journaling. However you journal, if you're old school and you like pen to paper, there is power in that. I encourage that. If you like voice notes, or typing it out, whatever, you do you, boo. But journal, document your journey right now. The good, the bad, the ugly, the uncomfortable. Why? Because you are building your blueprint. This blueprint of self-mastery is also the blueprint that leads you out of the matrix, that leads you right into your authenticity, which will, all of these tests will be your testimony. You're building your new story, so you want to document it. And I'm not talking about journaling out all the hurt, the pain, the fear, and blah, 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 like you did at the beginning of your awakening, or for those of you that have taken my courses that we did in the beginning. Now, those of you that have done that, this is a continuation of that journey. But the purpose, aside from the blueprint, is when you document it, you could go back and see where you came from. On those days that monkey mind is just plain whack-a-mole with your emotions and your thoughts, and you're feeling like you haven't accomplished anything or you're not where you're supposed to be, whatever the hell the story is. Documenting this journey, you have reference points to look back at and go, wow, wait a minute. Because those of you that are watching me, those of you who follow me, you're manifesting. You are a creator being. You are manifesting things in your life. Where you're at today, in some area of your life, it could be multiple areas, you are living out, having those experiences of what you've manifested. Have you taken the time to kind of stop and look at that, take an inventory? It could be whatever. What the first thing that's coming up, let's say you had some sort of addiction. No judgment here, but if that was your past story, whatever the addiction was, but you're no longer enslaved by that addiction. Back when you were in the addiction, you wanted to manifest and you prayed to be free of it. So if you're free of it, celebrate that. That's what I'm saying. You're documenting this, not to beat yourself up, but point of reference, the blueprint. Because guess what? There are people who are newly awakening now that are going to need that story. So now this is a powerful time to change the story. Have the story be about your victories, the things that you've mastered. You have put enough distance between what you didn't have, the lack, and where you came from to where you're at now. Don't go back. Don't become Indiana Jones of your shit and go back and dig it all up. No. Leave it there. Let it rest. So yeah, this Knight of Wands energy. And that's one of the things I picked up, this energy of, yeah, go, 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 let's do this, let's do this. You know, you have all these ideas, you're excited. That is great. That is great. However, you don't want to just run off half-cocked. That's what knights do. Knights will get their orders and poof, they're off into action. Knights are about action, making things happen. We need that energy in our life, but you also want to bring balance to it. You want to be intentional with what you do. This Empress energy. And I love how on this card she, you know, has her hands over crossing her. Guys, that is something that I have actually added into my daily routine. Now, when I'm tapping in or going into my heart space, whatever it is, I literally physically put my hand over my chest and say, know your truth. Know who you are. Why? Why do we need to do that? Because you've spent all this time, all these decades living, playing a role in the matrix. That role is less than who you truly are. It's all of, you know, the matrix stuff, that weird, hurtful love, pain, rejection, abandonment, blah, 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 blah. It just goes on and on and on. It's, I'm just going to call it the Murphy Law realm, okay? You've had those experiences. You know that. This is such a beautiful card. This is the Five of Wands, but look at how that flamingo is kind of looking down onto that hedgehog. What it reminds me of is almost like this flamingo being monkey mind or altered ego, and we're the hedgehog, and it's looking down like, hey, do you remember me? Remember me? Remember when you tried this before and this happened and this happened and this happened and it didn't work? I mean, just look at the card. Feel this vibe. I mean, how's the hedgehog feeling with this big old bird, you know, right up in its face? Can you relate? Is that kind of how you feel when that old story is kicking up? You guys already know, because if you follow me, I give you the hacks. You know that when you're feeling that way, you are in altered ego and monkey mind. Soul, your true authenticity will never make you feel that. This is soul. This is true authenticity. Page of Wands. And I do love Scraps the Patchwork Child. Anybody feel like her? I know I relate really well. But this page energy, see, again, it's a mixed bag. You can use it as excitement, starting new, you know, putting in this new routine. But if you think that there's more for you to do or learn, hear me out. Let's keep this in context. There's always more for us to learn and hear and all of that. What I'm talking about in this context, this new version of you, you are being called to step out, speak up, show your true authenticity. That's what I'm talking about here. Allowing that newness, that, you know, do it scared, do it feeling vulnerable, do the thing. Whatever the freaking thing is, do the thing. Put it out there. Do it. I mean, speak the words, even if your voice shakes. That's okay. People aren't going to remember your voice shaking. They're going to remember how you made them feel with your words. Okay? There are so many people going through so many things right now that they don't even know how to speak about. You know, there is a great divide happening, and out there, Matrix land, we'll call Matrix Kansas. The awakening really is the Wizard of Oz journey, you know, being on this yellow brick road and playing each one of the characters. That Wizard of Oz is this journey. So you're no longer in Kansas. You can't go back to Kansas. Kansas doesn't look like what you remember. Kansas, in case I lost you, is the Matrix, your old life, the old story. Okay? You're now in Oz. Guess what? You are the magician. You are the creator. You are the Mad Hatter, however you want to call it. But the magician is truly you. You are the creator being. And I don't mean magician like in, you know, magic tricks and deception. I mean it in creativity, birthing your authenticity, because my truth is, I don't want to say the truth, because what could be true for me doesn't need to be your truth, and it could be absolutely okay. But what I'm saying is, we are creator beings in a human body, learning how to create and manifest through the human. Why do I say it that way? Because the human is the one that gets in the damn way. The human's the one that holds on to the story. The human loves to rinse, repeat, recycle all the shit that didn't work. Let that wash machine break. You get to decide in every now moment what you want to experience. The more you evolve, the more you practice this, you will come into a time, and I know some of my viewers and my members, we are having instant manifestations. For those of you that aren't having that immediate instant manifestation in the way that you want, you're on your way. Stick with it. Consistency builds momentum. Some of you are holding on to old habits. It's like residual energy. It's an old way of thinking. So you could be hearing a good message, or things are about to pop off for you, but in the now moment, you feel kind of more in this Five of Wands energy and stuck. So that little bit of doubt, well, it'd be nice for it to happen. I'm holding faith that it'll happen, but is it really going to happen? Get rid of the but. You cannot afford the but. The but will bankrupt you. The universe really is your mirror. So if you don't like the experiences you are having in your 3D, you alone have the power to change it, but it's going to call for a new version of you, and it's going to call for discipline. This time is really a time for us to get intentional, disciplined, know who we are, be the creator beings, be very responsible with our thoughts, feelings, and our words. So the challenge today that I challenge you with is, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? And what are you saying? Because all you have is this now moment. What you're choosing, the vibrational frequency you're choosing now, based on your thoughts and your feelings, are going to be what you're going to experience in your next now moments. If you've gone through this weekend and you're still kind of having this, well, this person did this, or I haven't heard from this person, blah, 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 get your attention off that person. That's your problem. You're being called to bring your attention to you, to love on you. This journey is about you. The relationship you set up with you is the boundary, is the blueprint for how other people can show up in your life. So if you're not showing up for you, the other people aren't showing up. It's not them, it's you. Fix you. You're in control of you. You can fix you and absolutely live your dream life. I'm not just here blowing smoke up your patootie. I'm living proof. So, all right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up and leave it here. Thank you for taking the time to hear this message. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye-bye.